Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on New Year's resolutions that you can do. So this is going to be a video full of ideas of what you could do for your New Year's resolution. And also I'm going to include tips on how to keep and stick to your New Year's resolution. As obviously I know that quite a lot of people end up changing it, or they never end up like sticking to it throughout the year. So obviously I thought this would be the perfect video to include like ideas of what you can actually do and how to actually stick to them. I hope maybe this is helpful for any of you guys that want to make small or big changes in the new year. And obviously you don't have to always make New Year's resolutions at the start of the year. You can start them whenever you want to and whenever you are ready. But obviously I'm just going to get straight on with this video as I have a feeling it's going to be quite a long one. First one is to make your bed first thing every morning as soon as you get up kind of thing. So that's like the first thing that you do. So then also that is going to make you feel productive, and it's also going to keep your room nice and clean, as obviously that is just going to make it look so much tidier. And it's just a good habit to get into. Next one is that you could drink more water. So obviously just aim to drink more water. This could be done by buying maybe like a water bottle that has the time frames on that you can try and stick to, or something like that. That could really help. Next one is try to move your body more in like some sort of way, like every day. So obviously this could be stretching, exercise, like going for a walk more, or maybe like taking the stairs rather than like the escalator or something. Just like small little changes that are moving your body more. This one is to actually wake up earlier, but also make sure that you are actually getting enough sleep. So obviously this will be going to bed earlier, so then you can get up earlier. The next one is try something new, or maybe like try a new hobby or something that you want to get good at, as obviously like the new year you have more like time. And also like if you want to kind of like learn and like grow and everything as a person, learning something new can be a perfect way of doing that. One is to try budgeting or saving any of the excess money that you have. So obviously at the moment like money is probably a bit tight, but if you do actually have any money excess, try and save it, or try and make it so you can like set that aside for something like important, or if you need any repairs or anything, that money will be there for it and you're not going to have to get into debt. Consider meal planning. So maybe like every week like try and plan ahead what meals you're going to do, and try and like bring that into your daily or weekly routine, so then it just comes naturally. That could be a good habit and a new resolution to do. The next one is talk to your friends and family more. So obviously staying in contact with people. I know obviously like through lockdown we've probably all learned like how important it is to keep in contact with everyone. So obviously maybe that could be a good resolution that you might want to do. Next one is prioritize yourself and like work on yourself. So this can be obviously physically if you want to work on goals physically, but then also mentally. So make sure that you are actually prioritizing your mental health and looking after it. I do have videos on that if you want to go back and watch any of them. But obviously that can be a really good way of like developing yourself as a New Year's resolution. You might want to set your resolution to brush your teeth twice a day, or maybe floss or something. If you already brushed twice a day, then obviously you might want to make it that you're going to start flossing more. And obviously if you don't brush it, then obviously you might want to start having that as like a goal to do. Next one is mainly more for like memories. So obviously take more photos with friends and family for memories, for you to be able to look back on it like to years to come. Is to spend more time with your family, so actually like maybe plan days out and that, so you can spend more time with them. The next one is eat more fruit and vegetables. So obviously just including them into your diet a little bit more, and obviously just like maybe considering what veg and what fruit that you are eating, and just trying to increase it, so then obviously you are getting the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs. The next one is obviously not the easiest, but I do actually have tons of videos on it if you would like to go back and watch it. But it is procrastinate less. So make it your New Year's resolution to try and procrastinate less this year, so then obviously you just get on with things and you can achieve a lot more. Next one is to start a cleaning schedule and actually try and stick to it. So obviously set out some time, or how you're going to clean and do things, and then set that time aside that you're going to keep doing it, and then stick to them days that you're going to do it. and that will just stop everything getting really cluttered and dirty and like built up. And also that would be good for your health as well. The next one is try and buy less unnecessary things. So like the things that you don't really need or you don't really want, but you just feel like you kind of just want to buy it, or you feel like you do want it. So maybe like do like the 30-day rule or something, where you wait 30 days, and if you still want it after them 30 days, then obviously you buy it. But if you don't want it anymore, then obviously you have saved your money. So I have actually got videos on things like that if you'd like to go back and watch any of them. The next one is be more intentional. So obviously like prepare and like organize things, so then you have it all like prepared for you. So if you need to get up early in the morning, then obviously set an alarm so then you can actually get up, so you're being intentional with what you are doing to achieve what you want to do next, kind of thing. So that can be a really good like mindset change, but then also resolution for the new year, just to make your life a lot easier. Take things that go wrong and like fails as actually like a learning lesson, and like don't get demotivated by it. Try and actually take it as a lesson and learn like what you did wrong and what your mistake was, so then you don't make that mistake again and you can learn from your mistakes. So obviously that is going to help you to grow as a person and also just improve generally. Or resilience is going to be so much better. The next one is manage your time more efficiently and better. So this could be by making a schedule and actually sticking to it. Like make sure you don't procrastinate. Like if it says that you need to exercise next, then just go and exercise. Like don't procrastinate. And then also just sticking to it is going to help you get more done, and then you can have more time to yourself and more time to actually like spend with friends and family. One is say no to things that you don't actually really want to do or you don't actually have time for. So that could be a really good resolution, as obviously I know loads of people are like people pleasing, which is kind of like me sometimes. So obviously you want to try not to feel pressured to have to say yes to everything that you are asked to do. Also by saying no and prioritizing like the things that you actually want to do is going to increase and improve your like mental health. The next one is any like bad habits that you have, then obviously try and give them up. So obviously that is going to be like really hard, but obviously it is really hard for them to just stop. So that could be a New Year's resolution, but obviously you need to make sure that you do actually want to stop. I've just told you some ideas of what you can New Year's resolution. Now I'm going to give you some tips on how to stick to your New Year's resolution. So the first one is be realistic with your New Year's resolution. So don't set yourself something that is absolutely gigantic. So obviously some of the examples that I've given you, they are obviously really small, and you might be thinking, why am I just going to be focusing on that? But obviously the smaller they are, the more achievable they are, and then you can move on and include more. So obviously just working on little things is good. The next one is actually make a pros and cons list. So the positives and negatives of you doing this New Year's resolution, and write them all down, so then when you are feeling unmotivated you can look at the positives and what you're going to actually get out of it, and also you're going to be looking to see if this is actually something that you actually want to do, as obviously you don't really want to be doing something that's not going to be benefiting you as like an individual. So obviously having the pros and cons, you're going to be able to evaluate that for yourself. Is tell people about your New Year's resolution, so then they can support you, and also it's just going to be making you feel a lot more committed if you've told people, as you might want to like prove to them that you can actually keep to it and you can do it. Next one is reward yourself for anything that you've done towards your New Year's resolution, as obviously change is actually really difficult, and like we're not going to be like it's just easy, because it's really realistically it's not easy. So rewarding yourself is going to help motivate you to continue to do it, and also it's just going to make you feel better and feel like you have actually achieved something, because if you have achieved something you want to reward yourself for it. One is actually track how far that you actually come with your New Year's resolution. So maybe like keep a record of like how many times that you've done something, or maybe if you is to do with weight or something, you might want to record how much and by like what time frame and how you did it. And then obviously that can help you break down to your end goals, so then you get there. The next one is keep trying and stick to it. So it actually takes 21 days for you to actually keep a new habit that you have formed. So it takes 21 days for it to become a habit basically. So obviously you need to keep it up and keep going, even if you do feel really unmotivated and you don't want to do it. But if you do actually want the change, once it's become a habit, it's going to be so much easier to stick to it. This one is know that mistakes and obviously like slip-ups are actually going to happen on the way, and that is just part of the journey. See, if you do have a setback of any kind, that doesn't actually stop the success of how much you've already achieved, but it is just part of the journey. So obviously just don't give up and keep going, and knowing that setbacks are actually going to be happening. You're not going to get like demotivated as soon as something goes wrong as you already expected. The next one is set yourself up for success. So obviously get things ready that maybe that you can do and prepare, so then obviously it's going to be a lot easier for you to keep your New Year's resolution. Obviously motivation for New Year's resolutions do actually kind of like die down a little bit after, so obviously by having things prepared and out and ready and like made easier for you, then obviously you're going to be less likely to slip up or have a setback. One is start your New Year's resolution when you are actually ready. So if you are ready before the 1st of January, then obviously go ahead and start it. You don't have to wait until the new year to start it. And then also if you are not ready on the 1st, or maybe if you're not ready until like April maybe or something, like just start it when you're actually ready. It doesn't have to be at a certain time, as obviously everyone is working at a different pace and everyone is different. So obviously just work on things when you can and when you are actually ready to do so, as obviously if you are ready you're going to be more likely to be able to achieve it. One is don't try and do too many things all at once. So don't try and focus on more than one like New Year's resolution all at once, as obviously change is difficult, and if you're going to be trying to change your whole life all in like one day or year or something, it's not going to be that easy, and obviously then you're going to be more likely to fail and then you're not going to achieve any of them. So just try and focus on one thing at a time. Once you have achieved that, then you can obviously move on, and it doesn't have to be the new year because you can start it whenever you want. These are all the tips I have on how to stick to your New Year's resolution that you have made, and hopefully some of these New Year's resolutions that are in this video will be helpful and you might want to do some of them. But obviously you can have some other ones that obviously are going to be personal to you and you might want to work on. So just make sure that you are obviously working on yourself and improving yourself. So I really hope maybe this video was helpful. If you have any more videos that you'd like to see, could you comment them down below so I can see what you guys like to see. I also just wanted to say that I really hope that you all had a nice new year. So thank you for watching. Could you like and subscribe if you like this video? Can you click on the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos? So thank you for watching. Bye.